Brianna.
Okay,
Interesting.
I'm
I have
kind
a
of back
granddaughter
here.
named Brianna.
Opportunity.
Don't know anybody
Odd
named
Patootie.
All right,
Forever.
so far you follow me on this one?
I'm listening to me.
I hope everything's being
Previous
recorded.
episodes on
So
Google.
let's get back to headlines. And everything. Oh, by the way, you can call me Reverend. The Church of Universal Life. Anybody can do it.
See that.
So just call me Don. You don't have to call me Reverend.
Eagles,
Call me Dr.
football
Don.
season's coming up.
Even
No,
though I
don't
don't
call me
have
that.
MD or a
Okay,
PhD.
hey, Google, stop. There you go. I shut myself up. And I'm still talking. I find this interesting because now if you're listening to the show and you have Google, and I say, hey, Google, wake up. Hey, Google, how are you?
I'm great. It's Pride Month, so I'm celebrating by learning new facts, like this one. I read on Wikipedia that Alan Turing is considered the father of computer science. He was also persecuted for being gay. In 2009, the British government apologized for the appalling way he was treated.
They apologize. That was nice of them to say they're sorry. Who cares what his... Okay, that's why it's called Pride, and that's why we're called woke. Because they persecuted that man. He was a genius. As far as I know, he created something that never existed before. And that's what we're doing here at Making Sense. So where do we go from here? I'll just keep talking. I don't know. We should ask Google a question. You can listen to me talk some more. Or we could say, hey, Alexa, who are you? Hey, Siri, you around? Okay, this is the artificial intelligence part. Right now, you got artificial intelligence. You talk to it all the time. Try to navigate through a freaking call to, you name it. Artificial intelligence. Siri, Google, Alexa, ChatGPT. Hey, they even have sex robots now with artificial intelligence. I saw the documentary Terminator, Skynet's going live soon. No, this is getting out of hand. So, what I suggest is natural intelligence. That would be us humans. And artificial intelligence, our creation, to make it easier for us and take more jobs, the way the machines are taking all the jobs. They always say, oh, I'm so afraid of artificial intelligence. Well, that's because you don't understand it. How about augmented intelligence? Yeah, the next big thing. How about way back to them Wi-Fi? I remember that. Next big thing. Okay, never mind. Oh, slow down and breathe, and let's continue the education. There's a lot more where this came from, because you're hearing this one, and there's ones before it I haven't published. I published one, and I can repeat myself. Hey, Google, play Making Sense with Donnell. Pick up where I left off.
Sure, playing Drifting Sage on Spotify.
Ah, that's English. And Drifting Sage, yeah, cracks me up. I mean, you like it.
Hey, welcome to the Cozy Bar. You look like you could use a drink. Perhaps a friend. What can I get you, my man?
Way too young to really have to grow up, but too old to die too young.
Sounds like a singing bartender. Enough of you. Boop. Okay. Didn't plan it that way. Okay, so as we continue on, we're looking for a breakout. We're moving to Philadelphia. I got the studio. Well, yeah, it's pretty much ready. You can do anything. You can record, but it's not state of the art. It's shoestring. I put this whole thing together myself. And then we're moving to Philadelphia. How many times do you get to say that? Right around the corner is the Philadelphia Democratic headquarters, satellite branch. Hop on the subway, and I'm at City Hall. I think I may have a something to do in my retirement. I might go down there and volunteer, and say, hey, I used to be involved. I've knocked on doors. I've phoned back. I did a fellowship at Center for American Progress, Center for Progressive Leadership. I have the credentials to prove it. Doesn't matter. And I would like to do my podcast from here in Philadelphia, right around the corner from my new home. Boy, talk about lucky. I get a house and I get to live by myself in Philadelphia, just off the Temple campus. I'll be 65. I get to ride public transit for free. I don't need a car. I'm just going to get me an electric bike, bring that on the transportation, whether it's bus, subway, elevated, trolley, for free. Our mass transit system is fucking pathetic compared to the rest of the world. It's a car-oriented culture. The internal combustion engine will soon be obsolete. Well, not in your life. No, not certainly not mine. But you millennials, yeah, and you're you can't even afford cars. You go. It's a generational thing. Millennials, the previous, next generation, blame the boomers. And we're the boomers. Do we blame the greatest generation? For what? They set it up. Everything was going right. Universal, healthcare, education was out there. The New Deal, Franklin Roosevelt, Truman, Democrats, the whole idea. And then what came along? People who opposed it. As in, socialism, you can't have that. You know why you can't have that? They don't want that. Because there's no money in socialism. You can't profit. Look at this, the gap, the wealth gap. It's right in front of your freaking face, and you still vote for the people who are voting against the things that will help you the most. And I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to call you a Republican. I'm not going to call it, but it's how you vote, how you choose. And you choose to vote for the party. There's only two. There's a lot of them, but according to this system, there's only two. The one that votes against your, a tax cut. Yeah, get my tax cuts. Hey, check out the 2017 tax cut thing with Trump program. Go back to George Bush, go back to Ronald Reagan. They cut taxes. Everything was going smoothly. And they decided, John Birch, I know somebody, we should get her on here, Claire Connor. Yeah. Fascism will arrive in this country carrying a cross and wrapped in a flag. Yeah, I thought about this. This isn't liberal conservative anymore. This isn't Democrat Republican anymore. This is socialism versus fascism. Fascism is on the rise around the world. It's right in front of you. You just don't see it. And, yeah, cable news, as they distract you, circus and bread. Yeah, the games, just like Rome. Every empire rises and every empire falls. Then, when the empire falls, sometime they rise again. Well, this experiment called America, the melting pot, rose to power and did the same thing they do every time. Imperialism. They try to conquer the world. You name it. From Alexander the Great to Genghis Khan, Adolf Hitler, Napoleon Bonaparte, they just get too big for their britches. And then what happens? They all fall apart. And then from the ashes, hopefully a phoenix will arise. Yes, it's a communist experiment. Communism. Yeah, communist. Yeah, Marxism. Karl Marx was a philosopher. It's not, call me a Marxist. Okay, that means I read his books, which you probably didn't. Fascism. So I'm going to just call you who you are. I'm not going to say Democrat, Republican. I'm going to say, because I think this is based upon policy, I believe every human being, every living creature should have shelter, food, air, water, your needs, everything you need to live. What do you want? Well, I want to make my needs easier. Oh, you want a partner? You can't do it alone. Yeah, how about a tribe? What do you desire? What does every living thing created on this planet, by whom, God, whatever you want to say? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, except in living creatures. They talk about your soul. Okay, that's mathematics, the creation and destruction of energy. Well, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. When every living thing becomes alive, your energy is created. And you live your life, whether you're a fly, an ant, a tree, a plant, a fish, or a human being, Homo sapien. Your energy has been created from your inception, however that came about. Sperm meets ovary. Bee pollinates flower. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and a little thing called love. That's a hint. So what does every human being, the top of the food chain, evolutionary ladder, we've evolved the furthest. And what's funny is all the other creatures had no intentions and cannot destroy the planet. But the most intelligent creature, from the result of evolution, it has the ability to destroy it and doing a damn good job. Borders, boundaries, fighting, sticks and stones, nukes and drones. I don't understand it. Yes, I do. You figure it out. I think I might have a good idea about how it happened and what happens next every 4 generations. There's a great reboot, crisis, and everything that happens in between. I don't want to be so serious. I want to lighten up. How about a song? And we'll come back for the next episode and we'll pick it up from here, because I want to talk about the book of useless information, which is very useful. And also I have a very, I think, different perspective, observation about the side effects of prescription drugs and addiction. And I hope you'll join me, because I'll be thinking about it. We'll think about this. There's a, it's going to ding. All right, that's time to say it's wrapping it up. That's called a teaser, my friends. Think about all the side effects of any prescription medication you take. If you take more than one, combine the side effects. Can you imagine if you took the social anxiety one, and you took the restless leg syndrome one, and you took the that other coronary one, and all those symptoms? I just remember the one. Okay, restless leg, compulsive gambling and impulsive sex, restless leg syndrome. I'm not laughing, but that's that one. And then the social behavior, anal leakage. So you finally got the courage up to go out and meet people, and you have anal leakage. That coronary one I'm talking about. Symptoms include possible stroke and or death. So, what would you rather have? Restless leg syndrome, social anxiety disorder, or a heart condition? And have it all, but what if it all works and you're all good to go? It's a chemical balance. It's fucking with your hormonal system. They're altering your chemistry. And some people self-medicate. Oh, I like this one. I'm taking more. Whatever. Stick with the naturals, the ones that evolved with the human race, with the whole species. Marijuana, THC, is a weed that has evolved. Peyote, you name it, mushrooms, natural stuff. That will do everything and anything with minimal side effects. Overdose on marijuana? None. Natural things? Well, poppies and cocaine, if they're in their pure form, in the leaves and the flowers, no one. If you refine it and sell it and abuse it and become addicted to it, yeah, that's what happens. So, having said that, I hope I gave you something to think about, because I'm thinking about it. I have more thoughts on this. Why don't we all meet up next time? Meanwhile, go to donmakingsense.org. That's how I know. See, I'm just tired. But I have a message, and I really want to get it out. I think I'm covered for episodes for at least the next week. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1, The Making of It. And we're going to do it. I hope you'll join me. I believe we can. In the meantime, stay safe, be happy, question everything, and most importantly, be kind to everything, and take care of the ones and the things that you love. Bye for now. Push the red button.